Have you ever wondered if there's a way to maintain tranquility amidst the chaos of life? This is where the ancient philosophy of Stoicism steps in. Originating from the minds of the ancient Greeks and Romans, Stoicism is a philosophical practice that champions inner peace, self-control, and fortitude as the keys to a fulfilling life. In a world where we are constantly bombarded by stimuli, where our senses are incessantly overwhelmed, Stoicism offers an antidote. This is not some long-lost relic of the past, but a philosophy that holds relevance even in today's fast-paced, stress-filled modern world. Stoicism teaches us to focus on what we can control, to face adversity with acceptance, to cherish the present moment, and to value simplicity and self-discipline. It offers a path to tranquility, a beacon of light guiding us through the tumultuous sea of life. So, are you ready to explore a different perspective? Let's dive into the first unheard lesson from Stoicism. Our first lesson revolves around the concept of control. Stoicism teaches us to divide the world into two categories: things we can control and things we cannot. It may sound simple, but this dichotomy of control is a powerful tool in navigating life's challenges. Let's take traffic, for instance. We can't control it, no matter how much we honk, fret, or fume. But what we can control is how we respond to it. We can choose to remain calm, listen to a podcast, or even use the time for silent reflection, or consider criticism. We cannot control what others say or think about us, but we can control how we react to it, whether we let it affect our self-esteem or use it as a catalyst for growth and improvement. Stoicism encourages us to focus our energy on what we can influence and to let go of what we can't. Remember, not everything is in our control, and that's perfectly fine. Moving on to our second lesson, the power of objectivity. The Stoics placed a heavy emphasis on seeing the world as it is, not as we wish it were. They practiced objectivity, stripping away the layers of emotions that often cloud our judgment. Imagine you're standing in a storm, the rain is pouring, the wind is howling, and you're soaked to the bone. Now, if you perceive this situation through the lens of your emotions, you may feel miserable, cold, and desperate. But if you see it objectively, it's just water and wind. Nothing more, nothing less. This shift in perception can liberate us from unnecessary stress and anxiety. We start to realize that our emotions are often the culprits, creating turmoil where there's none. By practicing objectivity, we can see things as they are, stripping them of the power to disrupt our peace of mind. Through objectivity, we free ourselves from the shackles of our own emotions. Our third lesson is about the acceptance of adversity. In the grand play of life, adversity is not an anomaly but a constant. Stoics understood this and embraced adversity not as a hindrance, but as a tool for personal growth. Imagine falling into a pit. You can either lament the fall or use the pit's walls to climb back up, stronger and wiser. That's the Stoic way. They see adversity as a teacher, a trainer, making them resilient, preparing them for life's inevitable challenges. Consider a piece of coal, subjected to immense pressure and heat. It doesn't crumble, instead it transforms into a diamond, beautiful and unbreakable. That's what adversity does. It doesn't break you, it shapes you, strengthens you. Stoics don't avoid adversity, they accept it, they welcome it, they use it. So the next time adversity knocks on your door, remember, it's not a monster, it's a mentor. Adversity, when accepted, can be a stepping stone to greater strength. Now, let's explore our fourth lesson, the virtue of simplicity. Stoicism, in its core, values simplicity as a profound virtue. It's not about embracing minimalism for aesthetic reasons or following a trend, but rather about cultivating an understanding of what truly matters. Imagine life as a cluttered room. The more items you have, the more time and energy you waste maintaining them. But if you clear out the unnecessary, you're left with only what serves a purpose. It's the same with our lives. When we simplify, we clear out the mental clutter, the needless wants, and we're left with what truly adds value to our existence. Stoics understood the importance of distinguishing between wants and needs. Wants are endless. They create dissatisfaction. Needs, on the other hand, are basic and finite. When we learn to differentiate them, we start to appreciate the abundance that we already have. In simplicity, we find contentment and peace. Our fifth lesson takes us to the power of the present moment. Stoics emphasize the importance of living in the now. It's about recognizing that the past is unchangeable and the future is uncertain. The present moment, however, is something we can control. It's where life happens, where we make choices, react to situations, and experience joy, sorrow, and every other human emotion. Consider this. When you're engrossed in a good book, do you worry about the chapter you've just finished or the ones you've yet to read? No, you relish the words on the page in front of you. That's the power of now. Or think about when you're having a hearty laugh with friends. Do you dwell on past jokes or worry about the next one? No, you live in that moment of laughter. Living in the moment is far more rewarding than dwelling in the past or fretting about the future. Finally, let's delve into our last two lessons: the value of self-discipline and the practice of meditation. Stoicism places a high premium on self-discipline. It's the guiding compass that leads us to tranquility. Imagine you're sailing through the sea of life. Self-discipline acts as your North Star, keeping you on course even in stormy weather. It's about cultivating the ability to say no to momentary pleasures that distract us from our true purpose. Now let's talk about meditation. Stoicism encourages us to spend time in quiet contemplation, to reflect on our actions, our choices, and our life's trajectory. It's like cleaning the windshield of your car, allowing you to see the road ahead more clearly. A clear mind is a focused mind. Through this practice, Stoics aim to maintain a mental equilibrium, a sense of calm and focus even amidst life's storms. Through self-discipline and meditation, we can achieve inner peace and maintain a clear, focused mind. So, there we have it, 7 lessons from Stoicism you've probably never heard. A journey that began with the unfamiliar path to Stoicism, we've navigated through the dichotomy of control, the liberation offered by objectivity, and the acceptance of adversity. We've explored the virtue of simplicity and the power of the present moment. Lastly, we delved into the value of self-discipline and the practice of meditation. These principles aren't merely theoretical constructs, they are tools for living. They offer a roadmap to serenity, resilience, and fulfillment. Each principle, like a stepping stone, leads us to a life of tranquility amidst chaos. So, why not give it a try? Implement these principles in your daily routines, practice them, live them. You may find that they transform not just your perspective, but your entire life. Remember, Stoicism isn't just a philosophy, it's a way of life. It's about finding tranquility amidst the chaos, and these 7 principles are your guide.